Hi everyone, my name is Krina Patel and today I'm going to be talking about the poisoning the well fallacy. Have you ever thought about how many times we could have been misled by an individual, whether it was face to face or on the media? I think that it is important that all of us in this room listen to what I have to say because we will know how to spot if someone tries to mislead us next time. After researching this topic, I found that this fallacy can be useful in certain situations like debating, but not as beneficial on the internet because many people fall for it. Using the poisoning the well fallacy has been effective from face-to-face communication and on the internet. The fallacy poisoning the well is effective because it weakens the opposing argument. It makes people believe things that are not true and it can mislead people. Now I will talk about how this fallacy can weaken the opposing argument. For example, during the recent presidential debate, President Trump said to President Biden that you graduated the lowest in your class, don't use the word smart with me. This strategy that President Trump uses makes the audience think that the points that President Biden is about to make are not valid, resulting in President Biden's points weaker. According to R. Campbell Sproul from the Southern Evangelical Seminary and Bible College, mentioned that by introducing the possibility or likelihood that I will use spacious reasoning to the audience before I get any chance to make the argument, this creates an unfair disadvantage for me, as the audience will be looking more carefully for any logical errors in my argumentation and they will also be much more likely to find logical errors in my argument that simply do not exist. This means that no matter what the facts the opponent brings up, the audience will try to point out any mistakes. Now I will talk about how this fallacy can be used in advertising and it can lead to many consumers purchasing things that they do not need that can mentally and physically harm them. For example, in the YouTube video, Drake does not feel confident or happy without drinking the Sprite. However, after he drank the Sprite, he started singing and got so happy. This portrays to the audience that drinking Sprite could make them feel the same way as Drake did after he drank the Sprite. In addition, according to Hashaw, who wrote The Effect of Celebrities' Advertisements, mentioned that celebrity endorsements and brandings can significantly increase sales even though the products may not be as good for people. The act of celebrities just advertising for the company will want the customers to buy the product. Lastly, I will talk about how this fallacy can be misleading to people. In the show Breaking Bad, which is mostly about how there's chemicals that produce drugs, mention that CH is a chemical element, which is not existent. This gives the audience misleading information, which might make the audience believe that the CH is actually a chemical element. According to Adam Dashes, who wrote Why You Believe Most Everything You Believe or Watch on TV, says that how are we easily duped when we supposedly know better? Psychologist Dr. Douglas Leibier points to a study that persists our brains are just that lazy. This shows that even though people might know so much, they are just convinced in the show that everything is true and they do not need further analysis, so they just don't think of something whether if it's true or not true. Therefore, it is important to understand that when using the poisoning the well fallacy, it can be effective from face-to-face communication and throughout the internet in certain situations. Now we can see how easy it could be for someone to mislead you into believing that something may not be completely true.